Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to do a book to movie comparison review for you. Today's review is going to be a Christmas-based novel. So today we are comparing Coming Home for Christmas by Jenny Hale, the book, to Coming Home for Christmas, the Hallmark movie. Because it says right on the cover, now a Hallmark movie. So I read the book in its entirety today, as well as watched the movie today. So everything is very fresh in my mind, and while it's fresh, I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about both. So let's start by talking about the book. So in the book, we are following Allie Richfield, who absolutely loves Christmas. She's come home at Christmas, boyfriendless, without a job, and all those kind of things. So what happens is her sister, who's a real estate agent, is selling a property for the wealthy Marley family in town. And so she's able to get Allie a job at the Marley house being the house manager. Because, you know, people with money hire people to manage their households, manage their staff, all of that kind of stuff. And so as she meets these Marley family members, obviously she meets Robert first, who is the one selling the property, because they're working on selling the Marley Manor. It's called Ashford. And so that's why they've had a lot of transition and things recently. And so that's how Lizzie ends up with this job. So her interactions with Robert are very cold and short. He keeps them all via email because he keeps going back to New York City, where he works, to do work from there, and has her manage the estate in his stead because he was the one previously managing the estate. As Robert goes back and goes to take care of work things, his brother Kip comes to town for Christmas, as well as his sister. So the family's all coming into town. There is a grandma named Pippa that lives at the house as well. And essentially we are dealing with Allie planning their Christmas and helping them get ready to sell this house. So in the book, I feel like the interactions are very, very different. I liked that most of it was done over email and like phone calls with Robert. One thing that happens in the book is her and Kip actually start a small relationship, but Kip is the flighty, stereotypical dude with money. So it's all very like two-dimensional, nothing very deep. But her conversations with Robert are very deep. She gets to know Robert very well. And there's this tie in the story to a song called La Vie en Rose. And it's basically looking at the world through rose-colored glasses in Paris. It's a beautiful song. If you've never heard it, I will leave a link down below so that you can hear this song because it is one of my favorites. It's beautiful. The story is very sweet. Definitely that Hallmark Christmas story kind of story that we're dealing with. So now let's move on to the actual Hallmark Christmas movie. So in the movie, we're following a girl named Lizzie in the same situation, but in the book, Allie wants to be a teacher. In the movie, Lizzie doesn't know what she wants to do. And so she ends up taking this job and planning this big gala Christmas Eve party and finds her passion in party planning in this storyline. In the movie, the relationship with Kip is very much in the background. They focus more on Robert. And one thing that the movie did right for me is it focused a little more on Robert's reactions to things. Because in the book, we only get Allie's perspective. In the movie, we get Lizzie and we get Robert. And the grandma who plays Pippa was great. I really loved her. She was just sassy enough for me. And the song in the Christmas film is Silver Bells, and that's what she ends up theming the party, the gala party around, without ever knowing that Robert has this tie to this song. And it's really interesting to see how that plays out. Essentially, what happens in the books is different to what happens in the movie. So they are their own entities. There are ties in both stories and certain things that happen in both stories that I really enjoyed the connection. And the core overarching story is essentially the same. I have to say, in the two instances, I think I preferred how the book played out a little bit better, because the way the book plays out is it goes beyond Christmas, about a month, and you get to see them interact longer. And I liked that slower burn kind of thing. Like I say, the tension with Kip was a lot higher. The situation with the sister is very different in the movie and in the book as well. In the movie, we're dealing with an unemployed husband, where in the book, we're dealing with the sister's in the middle of a divorce. And so they're very different situations, and how the kids are handled in those situations are very different as well. So it was really, I have to say I preferred the book version over the movie version for my particular taste. Now, in a sickeningly sweet Hallmark movie, I think that the change fit and it worked just fine. But for my personal preference, I preferred the book. So in this instance, between these two wonderful stories, I do have to say I prefer the book over the movie. Just for the fact that it's deeper, it's richer, it's got a lot more meat and substance to it, where the movie is pure fluff. I mean, the book is plenty fluffy. Don't get me wrong here. You're still going to get lots of fluff if you read the book. But I think the fluff in the book was better for me than the fluff in the movie. And the casting for the movie was great. I really liked who they picked. I thought the cast was like top notch. I thought everybody was cast perfectly for who was in the book. Like I say, I just think things were deeper and richer because you had to fight for it more in the book. So I have to say, in that instance, the book wins for me. Now, if you just want something super fluffy and sweet, definitely go for the movie. But like I say, for me, the book wins. If I run across any more of these as I'm doing some reads this month, I will probably do a similar type of review for you. So thank you guys for watching this review. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Shay. Welcome. Thank you for coming and stopping by. I would love it if you would hit subscribe and click the little bell icon so you know when to come hang out with me. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.